What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Before I get into this video, we just got this in. It's Alpha Amino by Cellucor. Now, it is check it out. It's an alpha hydration formula, so essentially you got your BCAA matrix, you got your alpha amino complex, has some more essential amino acids, plus glutamine, also an alpha hydration formula with taurine, raw coconut water, and basically electrolytes. So what I think this might have applications for is if you put this with a carb powder like Carbolic during physical event activity. For example, I think and the ingredients in here, this is something my daughter has her goalie camp tomorrow. I'm going to put this in with Carbolic in her intra-activity shake, and I think that this is great to add into that. So we have an epic contest coming up with Alpha Amino. You win this, the stack, C4 and Alpha Amino. Coming next week, I just worked out the details with Cellucor, and Ben, Pete, they keep sending me nude photos, and it's weird because Pete has this big-ass beard. And just seeing him, his beard actually covers up his penis, which isn't saying much because it's so small. Okay, check it out. Speaking of weird shit, I actually sent an email to Sean and Chad about this topic and said, after working with Weider, developing a $350 million company, helping to develop it, in stone, Civation, now this, answering this question is what my life has become, and I love it because I'm helping you guys reach your goals. But this one is weird. It's about swamp ass. I had no fucking idea. Here's a question. It comes from, I'm going to put an anonymous name. His name's going to be Dingleberry. Dingleberry writes, I have a really embarrassing question that probably plagues more people than I may know. This email is 100% serious, not trying to troll. Even if you're trying to troll, we're going to nip this shit in the bud. No pun intended. How do you prevent swamp ass in the gym? It started to become a problem in the last 6 months, and it's awful. Half time I work out, I feel like I got a bad case of diarrhea in my shorts. I hate it. What in the world can I do to prevent it? Thanks for everything you do and awesome service. I wish you the best in your upcoming surgery. Honestly, my surgery will be fine because honestly, look at my hair. I wrote back, hey sir, comma, I always address you guys with the utmost respect, you douchebags. Not sure what swamp ass is. Farting? And I quote my man, right, Mark, I should have looked it up, but I was on my phone. I was probably doing cardio. Mark, swamp ass can best be explained by a definition on Urban Dictionary. A common condition when the ass crack and crotch become overly moist, sweaty, and stinky for a long day of work, sports, or play. In other words, when your ass crack / grundle area, I'm guessing that's your chode, is, the area between your ass and your balls. I'll get into that later. It's so sweaty it basically becomes a boggy swamp. And I'm certain that I'm not the only person who puts up with this in the gym. I think honestly the chode / land, what do they call that shit? It's that whole chode area is a brilliant invention by God. Now, women, for example, theirs are right next door. You can literally, what is it? The shocker, 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. I think God should have provided more area between the two because it's literally like putting a dumpster next to a playground. I mean, I don't see, I think God, like on the 7th day, he's like, I got the day off. It's Saturday night. I'm almost done. I'm just going to put these things next to each other and see what happens. Oh, by the way, you're going to pass an 8-pound friggin' monster through that thing later in life. Great job, God. Great job. And no, I'm okay. I love women. But it's just a weird design, you got to admit. Swamp ass. No, you're not the only guy who suffers from swamp ass. While I don't have an overly sweaty a chodal area, I can understand because there's been times when I run and I do my cardio. I remember football. I remember getting a severe case of jock itch because I got so sweaty in that area during Hell Week. Hell Week 2-a-days, 3-a-days, whatever you want to call them. And I remember having swamp ass. I believe I had, so I didn't know, but I too am a sufferer from swamp ass. I'm hoping there's a class action lawsuit going on about that. Now, my advice on swamp ass, and here's what I did. You take a shower before activity. I don't care what you've done, but if you just wake up and you don't already have, because I wake up sometimes and I'm a bit sweaty. I sweat in my sleep. It's from all the trend, And that was a joke. Trolls, come on, let me joke a little bit. So I wake up, and here's what you do. I don't personally have the issue, but we're going to go old school. You use baby powder, just like if you're a baby. Use baby powder or Gold Bond medicated powder. I like Gold Bond because it makes your balls tingle from the menthol. Now, you take the Gold Bond, okay? and you go right under here. You gotta go up like this. Go right under here, okay? Right in this area, right there, right there. Okay? You go right there, and you just get up. Now what you want to do? They have these makeup applicators. So let's say this is the makeup applicator, right? And it's like it has a little handle thing, and then it has the makeup, and you dip it in there, and you don't just, because if you would have to take lotion, you fucking put the powder up in there, right? You put the powder up in there, and that shit just falls right down. They have these applicators where you have the powder, you put the powder on it, you get a little thing, an applicator, you get it from like a chick store, like Victoria's Secret, Bed Bath and Body Works, right? And you just rub it all up in your balls. You just rub it all up in there, and get it all up in the cracks, all up in the crease, and then put it on your ass. And I'll tell you what, that's what I used to do, no doubt. I stole it from my mom. I didn't tell her. She had ass crack juice all up in her powder fucking puff thing, man. It's a powder puff. That's it. It's fucking powder puff. Buy one of those. Powder your balls. It will keep you somewhat dry. And if that doesn't work, go old school. Mid-workout, change your underpants. I'm not joking, man. Just go in and change your underpants mid-workout, and post-workout bring another pair. Now, here's no joke, no joke. A lot of women get yeast infections because they don't shower right after training. I know this because I'm a professional. And I have studied the vagina in depth. I've been to the depth of vaginal studies. And what happens is the bacteria, see, the vagina is a wet area. You want to keep that shit like, want to keep it nice and clean, and you don't want it to be overly sweaty. So what women have to do, which you're going to have to do, is they have to clean it and change underwear and or shower post-workout. You're going to end up with a bad case of the jock itch or something like that, or chlamydia, I don't know. But here's the thing, you got to powder your balls. And as soon as you're done training, you need to go shower, whether that means showering at the gym or going home and showering, or just changing your drawers and maybe wiping them off. And what you can do is like an old guy with saggy balls, right? You get up and you get the blow dryer from up here, right? You get the blow dryer and you just blow dry your balls. Don't do that because that's fucking disturbing. But you get my drift, man. Just keep your shit powdered, keep it clean, keep it dry. This alpha amino is tasty. My career is fucking over. And that's not a game.